Hey guys, welcome to KHALEELA'S TV. It's your girl KHALEELA, and today I wanted to speak with you guys real quick about the importance of learning how to manage your emotions. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I remember growing up, I was kind of like stuck in my own way. I didn't really want to hear what other people had to say. It was just like, it's my way and how I see things, and I don't really care what anyone else thinks about how I'm living my life. However, the more mature I got, I guess I realized that, look, you need to develop some emotional intelligence, because if you don't, your emotions will literally cloud every single decision that you make. Now, before I jump into the specific reasons as to why you should learn to manage and navigate your emotions, we're going to talk about what it actually means to manage your emotions. All right? So, and if you see me look down, it's because I'm looking down at my notes, right? But managing your emotions is not about being robotic. Managing your emotions isn't about being stoic or not having people being able to see through some imaginary brick wall that a person has up. That is not emotional intelligence to me. To me, that is just rigidity. I feel like emotional intelligence is a balance between being able to feel your emotions, but not allowing your emotions to control every decision you make. I feel like the more self-aware you do become, the better you are at managing your emotions. It's about being able to accept that, yeah, this is how I feel. However, I still want to enter into situations and make objective decisions. Now, I want to jump into the specific reasons as to why it is important to learn how to navigate your emotions, because I feel like sometimes if we don't realize the benefits of it for ourselves, we may not be inclined to take it on the journey. So for me, it was just like, what do you mean? Like emotional intelligence, whatever. But then when I realized how powerful emotions are and how they can actually be used against me, I was like, wow, I really need to like look into this. So reason number one, if you don't learn how to manage your emotions, they will be manipulated against you. Your emotions will most definitely be used against you by someone who is more emotionally aware. They will ring certain bells, touch certain triggers to get you to respond in a certain way. You know those people who throw the rock and then hide their hand? Yeah, those kind of people. If you don't learn what your emotions are and how to kind of pinpoint what's going on with you, but then realizing that the minute you're able to pinpoint what's going on with you, you kind of get to know what's going on with other people and why they're doing the things that they're doing, you'll be able to identify manipulation and not allow it to affect you. So for me, like, whereas a supervisor would have been able to manipulate me into doing 40 reports when I'm only scheduled to do 30 because, you know, they make you feel like you're gonna lose your job, blah, 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 but you're really not gonna lose your job. They just want you to do more work. I get to a point where I'm standing firm in who I am. I know what my duties are and what they aren't, and I'm only going to do what I came to work to do and leave behind the rest, right? So that's just a quick example, but don't allow your emotions to be manipulated against you. Another important reason why you need to learn how to manage your emotions, number two, is it ties into number one, but it allows us to not be emotionally abusive or emotionally manipulative ourselves. I feel like sometimes when we are raised in certain environments, we're raised in certain survival situations, you develop certain skills that you may think is a norm, but it's actually emotional abuse or emotional manipulation. So the more we do learn about emotions and emotional intelligence and stuff like that, we kind of get to creep up in our mind a little bit and see what we may have been doing to others that isn't the most good thing, right? It's not the most beneficial thing to other people. So we'll be able to tone down on that and realize where we may sometimes be overstepping our boundaries or being emotionally abusive. The third reason why we should learn how to manage our emotions is that if we don't learn how to manage our emotions, we will run from them, right? I don't know if you know that song where he says, she's a runner, she's a track star, she's gonna run away when it gets hard. Yes, my vocal skills, they suck, but nonetheless, I hope you guys get the point. Now, we can take his lyrics two ways. Either this girl was very emotionally intelligent and she wasn't going to tolerate none of his you know what because she has a good head on her shoulders, or she could have been someone like we're talking about in this third example where, you know, like whenever a situation gets difficult, they run away from it. They don't want to face difficult situations. They don't want to face difficult conversations. They avoid it. They become people pleasers. They're like, or they just avoid situations all to complete. And I feel like what happens sometimes in these situations is you'll have, let's say, a good relationship, a good job, a good working relationship with your mom or your dad or whatever, and one little issue can come up, and if you don't know how to navigate your emotions through these tough circumstances, you may just walk away from the entire relationship or the entire connection when you could have been able to speak through what you're going through, right? Communicate your emotions, communicate how you feel about a situation, and then kind of get to the light at the end of the tunnel. But for some of us, we don't even want to face certain negative emotions. We're just like, you know what? Scratch it. I ain't talking to them again. Goodbye. I don't want to hear it. So that's another reason we can run from them. Now, the fourth reason, it ties into number three, where number three, that's running from the emotions, and number four, it's we can get really comfortable in bad situations if we don't learn how to manage our emotions, right? If we're comfortable at a job that we don't like, or a job that we feel isn't gonna provide growth in any way, shape, or form, we may be stuck there, right? Because we have a fear of a failure, or we have a fear of success, or we have a fear of just putting ourselves out there, right? We have a fear of exploring different careers because we tell ourselves that we can't do it, right? So for me, it's like, if you don't learn how to navigate your emotions, you will stay stuck. You won't push yourself to go the limit. You won't push yourself out there. You might not push yourself to leave a difficult partnership, a difficult romantic situation, because there's a fear of what's to happen next, right? All right, so number five, if we don't learn how to navigate our emotions, it does allow people to have power over us. Now, the power that I speak of in this example is not the same power that I speak of in number one when I was speaking about manipulation. This power that I'm speaking about is, for example, let's say you're in a room, right? And you're hanging out with your friends and you're just chilling. You guys are laughing, cracking jokes, having a good time. And someone that you don't like enters into that room. Does your mood change? Are you all of a sudden no longer as talkative? Are you all of a sudden ready to go? If your answer to any of those questions were yes, then that means that that person who walked into the room that you don't like now has some form of power over you, because guess what? That person is able to switch up your mood. That person is able to change your vibe. That person is able to get a reaction out of you without even speaking to you, right? That person is able to transform everything that you had going on, your happy life, into something that is now not so happy. So we need to be able to learn how to navigate these emotions so that when someone else does come in the room, someone that we don't quite get along with, we'll be able to still remain at peace with them and still maintain our happiness and have fun with our friends and family, regardless of whether or not they're there or not. All right, number 6. Now, the sixth reason why you should learn how to manage your emotions is because it allows you to make objective decisions. If we are always allowing our emotions to control us, what will happen is we will always be riding the waves of our emotions, right? One day you're happy, one day you're sad, one day you're depressed, one day you're anxious, one day you feel shy, one day you feel this, and you'll constantly be riding it. However, by developing the skills necessary to navigate these emotionally challenging times, what will happen is you will be at a level ground and you will watch your emotions rise and deplete, and you'll be able to watch it and not react to it. You're like, oh, this is how I feel right now. And then you're gonna realize an hour or two later or a day or two that, wow, like the emotion is gone, right? So I feel like once you're able to ride those waves, it becomes easier for you. I don't know if you guys, I don't remember what it is the study or whatever, but they'll have like these wavelengths, and the wavelengths are normally bigger, and then the longer it goes, the smaller the wavelengths become, right? And I feel like that is what it's like managing your emotions. When you first start, you realize how your emotions can be at extreme highs and extreme lows. But then once you're able to develop that grounded feeling and being able to equip yourself with the knowledge needed to stay in one place while your emotions are going wherever the hell they want to go, it's like over 3 months of doing this, 6 months of doing this, 5 years of doing this, you become so equipped with doing it that it's just like, all right, well, I'm just feeling this thing and I know it's gonna pass, so I'm not gonna be reactive. Another little quick note that I put here is that people who are, it's been proven, they have research here, that people who are more people who are more emotionally intelligent tend to get better opportunities at work. They tend to have more friendships. They tend to, just overall attract more things to them, right? And a lot of that is based off of their emotional intelligence. So hopefully that was a little it gave you a little bit of booster to really value, your emotional intelligence, value, the research that you put into learning about yourself and learning how to kind of manage what you're going through so that, you'll be able to be better equipped with facing life. All right, I hope that you guys were able to enjoy this video and you were able to pick up some nuggets that will help you on your journey. I would love for you guys to comment down below those, like, a reason as to why you feel like you need to learn how to manage your emotions, right? What's going on with you? Why you feel like, yeah, I really do need to get a grip on what I'm going through. And you guys can also check out this video right here. It is 20 lessons that I learned in 2020. If you enjoyed the nuggets that you picked up in this video, then you'll definitely enjoy the nuggets in that video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.